Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching ILFL Soccer Night on a Monday night with myself, Kamran Zaman. We're still joined by Nanu and Rashid on my left. And we've got a new guest there. Rubel is still here, and we've got Nanu, the chairman of Weavers here. Welcome, Nanu bhai.
Welcome.
Yeah. If you've missed the first segment, we discussed the triumphs of Weavers and Bowman B in the Vets League Cup and the Challenge Cup. Nanu bhai, what was your input into the team for both the league and the cup?
I wanted to make sure the team runs smoothly with the management and players. Everybody's happy. So we got promoted, so inshallah we'll do well in the Premiership.
So you've done your job?
Yes.
So do they now look for a new chairman?
No.
No? You're still there?
Yeah, I'm still there, yes.
Right, okay. So you're now in the Premiership, which obviously, you know, is a different ball game. I think you've been in the Premiership before, so you've seen how tough and difficult it is. What preparations are you taking now to make sure you remain in the Premiership?
We've got good team, good squad. We're trying to get a few more quality players in, and we try to be organised, and we've got our management team and players, you know. Hopefully we'll do well, and there's no reason why we can't stay there and, you know, be champions again.
Good. Well, as I hear, you're doing better than good, because you've now got a B team. And so who's made up of the B team? New players, existing players?
Mixture. We've got both, and we're trying to sign a few more players to make this squad bigger. So we want to win both cups, and we want to be the champions. Well,
I know the feeder club rule will really benefit you guys.
Sure.
Because you can, you recycle some of the players for both teams. So I know you started, some 2 years ago?
Sure.
As a group of friends, just enjoying football and playing on a Thursday night. What is it for you now? Is it still the same, or is it different?
It's very different. It's more challenging, and we want to play and win, basically. So everyone get together, and luckily we've got a big group of players who's committed, very hardworking, and it's fantastic. So I'm looking forward to next season.
Okay, we'll come to Rubel in a second, but the last question for you, Nanu, you've played in the West League from the beginning, 4 years ago to now. Have you seen a difference in the league and the football?
It's a very nice competition, very nicely organised and managed. So I'd like to thank IFL and Sonali Otiti. The way it's been going, and it's improved fantastically. And I get a lot of inquiries. More and more people want to join this league.
Great, that's good to hear.
That's fantastic. Yes.
Have you played in any Vets leagues before, Rubel?
No, I haven't. And going back to the point made earlier about people wanting to play, I mean, I come from West London, so I live in Ealing, and I come all the way from there just to make this happen. It takes me longer to travel here than the time played, but
half my team travels from Camden and that side.
Yeah, well, I know half your team because I was born and brought up with them. So I think look, it goes to show the difference that the league has made. I think it's progressed. It's got bigger without doubt, and I think I wasn't here last season, so I can't comment, but from what I hear, the difference I think this season, the competitive edge behind it with both the cup and the league. It's a lot more competition, isn't it? And there's a lot more excitement, I think, and it can only get better, can't it? It can only progress and move on to higher and bigger, better things.
I think what people forget is we tend to think it's a Vets league and it's for the elders, but we forget that these elders, once when they were in the prime and hey, they were really, really good players, and the football doesn't go away. Yes, our mind could be in one place and the body in another, but that football mentality and that football etiquette is still there.
Stays with it.
So that's just to touch on that. I think initially when we started, I think all the teams came with the mentality, we'll get together, how hard can you be? We'll kick around. But as soon as they started, and it was about winning. And because, as you said, those players, when they're in their prime in the late 80s and 90s, those days it was about passion. It's about winning and end of story. Whereas I think that lacks in these days senior football, the Sunday League football. I don't see that. In the Vets, you see that. Regardless of who the opposition is, each player gives that 100%. You can see the passion and the drive, the wanting to win, to succeed. The kickabout goes out the window as soon as you're on the pitch. But I've seen a lot of teams, they came with the mentality, Vets League will kick about. After week 2, change your mentality. Get players, the passion, the winningness is all about it. I think it's great to see that. And hopefully, the youngsters will learn that. On a Sunday, I don't see that same passion as I see with the Vets. I think that's the difference.
I think the youngsters on the Vets scene, who just turned 35, have noticed that because they're coming in thinking,
it's easy.
it'll be easy, I'm the fittest player there, but when they get involved, boy, is it difficult, it's hard. I don't know how old you are, Rubio, but you know, you look like you just probably turned 35, 36.
Yeah, 35.
So you're still a youngster compared to the veteran, proper veteran of Nanabai. So, you know, I wish you in Weavers all the success and all the best for the coming season. Do you want to quickly thank anybody from your
I would like to thank
management team sponsors?
Yes, I would like to
This is the
thank
time.
whole management team and the players. Basically, they all committed. They all come on time, you know, and they all worked really hard to make this possible. And I want to thank IFL and the whole management team, the way you guys organized and, you know, progressing. Thank
Great.
you.
Right. So this is now TVL 7, as we call it, coming into the summer, and I'm sure, you know, ILFL and Sonali Athith have already met and had their initial meeting regarding the forthcoming season. What can we say about any of those? Nanu?
It's going ahead. The one key thing to note is that the league would probably start just soon after Ramadan. So VL7 is going to be just after Ramadan. So that's
Just when we've piled on a few pounds, yeah?
yeah. What can you say? You know, during Ramadan, what do you do? You know, I mean, you don't eat much during the day, anything, and then as soon as the
So first Thursday, which is the 7th of July, I
7th
believe,
of
which
July,
is
yeah, correct,
the
yeah.
provisional date for the Summer Vets League.
Absolutely, yeah.
7.
Okay. We've got a couple of few new teams, you know, and like every season we get new teams, you know. In VL6, two of my favorite teams, one of them was Elite and the other one was E1 Legends. In VL7, one of my favorite teams is going to be City of London. You know, new team.
Good.
We want to see what they're made of. And I know the manager is Jubar Khan. He's introduced the team. But I don't know who the players are. He's saying that these are different players that we've never seen them before, you know, so we're really looking forward to seeing some of these players in action, you know. As you know, with VL7, it's going to be, you know, 2 or 3 division structure as per normal. A few new teams have come in. Most of the existing teams have stayed, you know. And we're kind of looking forward. I know we've got about 6-7 weeks to go, but there's a few spaces still open, you know, and they're going to be full very soon. So what we need is the potential teams are interested is to contact myself or Rashid or anyone in the ILFL management committee, and just talk to us, you know. And
I think the other thing, Nanu, I think we need to mention and people need to know as well is there's a couple of teams that are existing that are not showing a lot of interest, but they need to know that if they don't enter and they wish to enter later on, providing there's a place, they'll start again from the bottom of the 2nd division, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the...
that could potentially be quite a big dip for a Premiership team or a First Division team.
It would be a huge blunder. I mean, if a Premier Division side decides to leave now, then if they want to come and join again, they'll have to start from the bottom. This is standard policy. It's not just here, it's everywhere, you know, and we can't go against that at all.
So not just to join, there has to be a slot available, obviously depending on the structure itself, so it's best to keep your space. But the key thing is, obviously, as we're mentioning, is that if there's new teams or other teams that want to join the Vets League, then this is a chance, this is an opportunity to get in touch with us, because we've got that 6-week time scale and we can accommodate that. So if you're a Vets team and you're interested in Vets League, get in touch with us and we'll try and, you know, get you in the Summer League.
There's another good piece of progress, isn't there, in terms of number of pitches at Mobley at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we share that or not?
I was going to save that to last, but, you know, because it's one of the highlights. You know, a lot of you would have noticed that, you know, the Hackney Council has been working on the Maple Green. You know, I'm not sure if it's a new 4G pitch, but it looks absolutely brilliant. You know,
4G,
and it's adjacent to the existing pitch. So what we can do going forward is hopefully, if the pitch is available on time, you know how these construction projects, you know,
it should be ready by the summer league.
Should be. I mean, we were told that it would be available middle of May, but there could be 1 or 2 weeks delay. But I don't think that's going to affect us because for VL7, it's going to be ready for us. So what does that actually mean? You know, obviously, because we've got lots of teams and we've got 3 division structure, it's been ever so difficult to try and put every team to play on our first day only. So what we've been doing is we've been mixing and matching using Stepney, you know,
Monday,
as an additional field, you know, to play. But going forward, that won't be the case anymore. We hopefully will ensure that if the pitch is available on time, that all the games will be played on a single night on the first day.
The 2 finals were played side by side. The atmosphere was electrifying.
Yeah.
I can imagine if you got 3 divisions of West teams playing in the same venue with 2 pitches, it's going to be absolutely crazy, isn't it, the atmosphere?
half of East London and quarter of North London will be there each week, you know, and not to mention the boys from the Milton Keynes, Luton, Camden, South London. I mean, you name it, you know, like I said, as far as Milton Keynes players are coming in, you know, and the atmosphere that he actually creates with just 2 pitches on each side, you know, like, can you just imagine, you know, we have another 2 pitch there, you know, we can have 4 fixtures going on at the same time. Can you imagine the atmosphere?
Having the new pitch, I think a lot of the quality players or players of that caliber will find it better, you know, in terms of dribbling, control, and the play should be better. So we're looking forward to the performance of teams and players to improve as well with the new pitch, with the new 4G grass, and it looks immaculate. So hopefully we're looking forward to that.
What does that mean for you guys, playing both teams side by side on the same night rather than one on a Monday, one on a Thursday?
It's fantastic. We're looking forward to it, basically. So we've got all the players coming at once, so it should be
Great.
good.
Nanabai, nice to have you on the show, and likewise, Rubel yourself.
Thank you.
That was the summary of this year's Vets League. We've got the Summer Vets League coming up, as Nano has mentioned. In the last segment, we'll be talking about another exciting summer project, which is the Summer League. We've had the first fixtures on Sunday, so stay tuned. We'll come back shortly.